The Mahakumbh of faith is also a logistical marvel. The spectacle reflects India's ability to honor its ancient traditions while embracing modern advancements. The Kumbh Mela symbolizes faith, unity, and humanity's timeless connection to the divine. It commemorates the spilling of the nectar of immortality Amrit at four sacred sites: Prayagraj, Haridwar, Ujjain, and Nasik during cosmic struggle. With its timing dictated by celestial alignments, over time Kumbh Mela has evolved, blending ancient traditions with modern innovations. On February 4, 2019, Kumbh Mela witnessed largest peaceful gathering of humanity ever recorded. This extraordinary event is a celebration of faith, community, and commerce, with fairs, educational events, and religious discourse courses by saints, mass gatherings by monks, and diverse entertainment. Kumbh Mela exemplifies the vibrant ethos of Indian society. The 2019 edition in Prayagraj was particularly remarkable, hosting an estimated 240 million visitors over 50 days, with 30 million attending the February 4 alone. Held at confluence of the Ganga, Yamuna, and fabled Saraswati rivers, preparations including sprawling tent city across 3,200 hectares with 440 kilometers of temporary roads, pontoon bridges, nearly 50,000 LED streetlights, expensive sanitation infrastructure. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Kumbh Mela in 2019 was a gesture of gratitude to the organizers and workers. 2019 Kumbh Mela set new benchmarks for the cleanliness and public sanitation, compared to just 5,000 community toilets in 2013, and 2019 saw 1,22,000. 1.2 lakh toilets complemented by 20,000 dustbins and 160 waste transport vehicles. Innovative measures such as water jet spray machines for cleaning significantly reduced water wastage and eased sanitation work. Toilets were strategically placed for accessibility and introduced gender specific and disability friendly design. Pink toilets for women served by female workers, encouraging adoption, while elderly friendly toilets were addressed inclusivity. The introduction of impervious sewage tanks eliminated the risk of river contamination. One of the standout innovation was an odor spelling dispelling solution, first tested during the 2018 Magh Mela and scaled up for Kumbh. Produced on-site by the student researchers, nearly 65,000 liters of this solution were manufactured daily. Additionally, Swachhgrahis cleanliness volunteers played a pivotal role in maintaining sanitation and promoting toilet usage. Equipped with IoT-enabled mobile apps, these volunteers monitored 60,000 toilets across the sprawling grounds, ensuring real-time resource resolution. This initiative not only enhanced operational efficiency but also empowered the volunteers, many of whom were youth and women. In 2017, UNESCO inscribed the Kumbh Mela on its list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. The 2019 edition lived up to this honor, showcasing India's capacity of organizing events unparalleled scale and significance. With 25 Kumbh Mela Mahakumbh Mela in Prayagraj, expected to host over 300 million pilgrims from across the globe, the scale and ambition of the preparations are unprecedented under the leadership of Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Guided by the successes of transformative 2019 Mela, the upcoming edition promises a seamless blend of devotion, technology, and sustainability, setting new global benchmarks. One key focus is on expanding the venue and accessibility. The number of ghats will be significantly increased to enable safe and orderly bathing even during peak days, supported by advanced crowd management techniques to avoid congestion. Transport infrastructure is being enhanced with special trains and improved railway networks connecting Prayagraj to major cities. Multiple lane highways, upgraded intersections, and expanded parking areas are being developed to manage heavy vehicular traffic. Additionally, Prayagraj Airport is undergoing an expansion to handle increased passenger capacity, with chartered flights introduced for international pilgrims. To cater the millions of pilgrims, public amenities are being upgraded to an unprecedented scale. Over 50,000 economic friendly toilets and portable sanitation units will ensure hygiene and convenience. Clean drinking water facilities, solar powered lighting, and expansive shelters are being developed, reflecting commitment to pilgrims' comfort and well being. Technology will play a pivotal role in transforming Mahakumbh experience. Artificial intelligence powered crowd control systems supported by drones. Artificial intelligence powered crowd control systems supported by drones will monitor real time crowd density to prevent overcrowding. Pilgrims will have the access to dedicated mobile apps offering real time information on routes, card timings, weather updates, and emergency services. Moreover, the cashless economy will be promoted through digital payment systems. Sustainability is the cornerstone of 2025 Mela, building on green initiatives introduced in 2019. A zero waste policy will guide operations with extensive recycling systems and composting facilities in place. Plastic use will be strictly regulated and biodegradable alternatives will be promoted for packaging and utilities. Advanced water treatment plants and real-time quality monitoring systems will ensure the sanctity of Ganga and Yamuna River, while massive afforestation drives along the river banks aim to mitigate soil erosion and improve water retention. Renewable energy sources like solar panels and bioenergy systems will power large sections of of the Mela, significantly reducing its carbon footprint. Safety and security are paramount for an event of this scale. Over 10,000 CCTV cameras with AI enhanced facial recognition technology will monitor the premises while thousands of personnel including paramedics, fire services and disaster response team will remain on standby. Temporary hospitals and clinics equipped with advanced medical facilities and supported by telemedicine services will ensure timely health care for attendees. Mahakumbh Mela will also be a cultural and spiritual showcase. Dedicated pavilions will feature traditional music, dance, and art from across the country. Interfaith dialogues involving global spiritual leaders and scholars will foster harmony and understanding among diverse faiths. To enhance its global appeal, tourist friendly initiatives as such as multilingual information centers and guided tours will cater to foreign visitors. The 2025 Mahakumbh Mela is poised to be spiritual and logistical marvel, uniting faith, innovation, and sustainability on an unprecedented scale. India is a fine country after all, as Brits found. Wild Woodbine, a cigarette that used to be made by W.D. and H.O. Hills, once issued a handbook with guidelines for British soldiers arriving in India. It was intended to ease their sojourn in our land. Last week, I found it in an antique shop on London's Portobello Road. It's a delightful read. It begins with how large India is. Great Britain would fit into India 20 times, and then there are instructions about local currency. 1 anna equals 1 penny, 11 anna is 1 shilling, and 1 rupees equal 1 shilling and 5 pence, and 13 rupees 6 annas make 1 pound. Much of the handbook is a collection of important words a soldier would know and how to pronounce them. For example, mouse is Chioha, road is Rasta, sea is Samandar, shirt is Kameez, sugar is Chini, water is Pani, and women is Aurat. There are few sentences for everyday use when he has to speak to natives. When a soldier wants to know where you are going, he says, "Kidhar ja raha hai?" If he hasn't understood, uh, "Tum kidhar bolta hai?" If he's in search of the post office, "Dak ghar kidhar hai?" etc. etc. The handbook has details of many sports that British soldier can play in India: hockey, football, cricket, tennis, polo, golf, running, wrestling, boxing, rowing, shooting, pig sticking. Game hunting are only a few of games and sports that India offers to all those interested. Needless to say, she excels in them too. A new opportunity for New Delhi and Jakarta. India's invitation to Indonesia's new president Prabowo Subianto Prabowo Subianto as the chief guest of Republic Day 2025. India's invitation to new Indonesia's new president Prabowo Subianto. Prabowo Subianto as the chief guest of Republic Day 2025 reflects the weight India attaches to its Act-East policy and its intention to strengthen ties with Indonesia and encourage its expanding regional and global role. Deeper India-Indonesia ties needs prioritizing five key areas. Defense partnership. This must transcend routine exercises and coordinated patrols, focusing on defense exports and joint production initiatives. Indonesia has shown interest in acquiring BrahMos missiles, though process has been quite slower compared to Philippines, which expedited its procurement process. All eyes will be on Prabowo's visit given his track record of diversifying defense purchases during his tenure as defense minister. Joko Widodo, India must seize this opportunity to establish itself as a reliable defense partner. Economic engagement and trade enhancement. Indonesia remains India's largest trade trading partner in ASEAN, but bilateral volume has yet to reach the targeted $50 billion annually. Persistent non-tariff barriers in Indonesia and limited cohesion among business communities on both sides hinder progress. Streamlining trade processes, fostering entrepreneurial collaboration, and enhancing market access under the ASEAN Free Trade Agreement currently under review are vital steps. Additionally, India's support for Prabowo's domestic initiatives in nutrition, food security, public health could pave way for the government to government agreements has and increased public sector involvement. Energy and resource security. Indonesia plays a crucial role in India's energy security as a major supplier of coal and palm oil. However, these exports should not be subjected to policy uncertainties or sudden restrictions. Ensure stable policies will benefit both countries. Tourism and cultural exchange. Tourism between the both countries has seen substantial growth driven by direct flights to Bali and Jakarta. However, while Indian tourists flock to Indonesia, the reverse is less common. Indonesian tourists Indian frequently visits destinations like Turkey, but India has yet to attract similar interest. Targeted promotional efforts and enhanced cultural exchange programs could simulate Indonesian tourism to India, highlighting India's historical and spiritual landmarks, festivals, and uh, wellness tourism may also bridge this gap. Education and innovation. Education remains an underutilized area of cooperation between India and Indonesia. Unlike countries such as Malaysia, where IIT campus has been established, Indonesia has limited engagement in academic collaboration with India. Most Indonesian students in India pursue religious study, leaving significant potential untapped in science, technology, entrepreneurship. Expanding education cooperation through institutional partnerships and encouraging Indonesian students to utilize available scholarships at Indian IITs could strengthen bilateral ties. Gaze isn't necessarily framed by gender lens. Cinema engages with the human form, with the surroundings, the scale, and characters which derive meaning through fascination of the spectator. One of the formative works of gaze and visual arts consumption ways of seeing offers an exhaustive summary of themes, underscore visual depiction. Men dream of women, women dream of themselves being dreamt of. Men look at women, women watch themselves being looked at. Burgess says that at the beginning of episode 2, Women and Art, he makes case for heterosexual patriarchy dominated the arts through classical European painting. Some of the earliest platters for visual consumption before photographs and cinema made their way. In a recent interview, Malayalam actor and star of Payal Kapadia's critically acclaimed All We Imagine Is Light, Kani Krusiti remarks that male gaze is not limited by the gender that defines it. In simple words, male gaze transcends boundary of sexuality and identity to accommodate demand and supply nurtured by norms of performativity and perception. It has been reinforced too many times and it has become naturalized. Take for instance Bollywood directors Farah Khan or Pooja Bhatt, whose film Main Hoon Na and Jism 2 respectively used women characters and subsequently their identities and bodies to drive a male-centric plot. In the former blockbuster starring Shah Rukh Khan, the characters of Sushmita Sen and Amrita Rao are used as pawns of objectification. Sen as Chandni Gupta, a senseless chemistry teacher, is deployed to take uh, under her wings and transform her wardrobe of a tomboyish Sanjana, played by Rao. Soon after the desired changes, Sanjana is turned into eye candy of the college. Bhatt's Just 2 was termed as erotic thriller. The film was promoted on the plank that it starred Sunny Leone, a former adult entertainer, making her debut in Bollywood. At the center of these depictions and consumptions is the female gaze, a close cousin of male gaze but imagined by women through perceptions of heterosexual man. As stories being told by women, films by women directors often carry burden of having to undo years of normative damage without accounting for the fact that women too are products of these norms. Film theorist Laura Mulvey, one of the people who engaged with the terminology male gaze, underscored that among the many pleasures that cinema might offer, it's scopophilia, to derive pleasure from watching others naked or engaged in sexual activity. Cinema engages the human form with the surrounding scale and characters, which derive meaning through fascination of the spectator regardless of gender. In conventional mainstream cinema, fascination is fed by a range of factors including body, as a site of curiosity, projected desire, aspiration, or consumption, all of which overlap. Over time, there has been attempt to feminize the gaze. For example, the viral Telugu item song "O Antava" from Allu Arjun starring Pushpa Rise typically depicts a seductress dancing amid a debauched men, including the hero, with the exception that the lyrics are seemingly progressive. Loosely translated, the lyrics sum up: They scan me if I wear a skirt or sari. It's not the clothes that matter, but the men's perception. But here's the caveat: there is an extent of feminist progression made by the film. Without the lyrics, there is no telling if the song is a textbook item number or a path breaking lesson in women's emancipation, because the film offers no context which can help sustain the subversion of the lyrics. Cases in point can be Alankrita Srivastav's Lipstick Under My Burqa and Shyam Benegal's Mandi, two very different films from different eras, but both which make way for layered Roberts depictions desired as deeply personal concepts stemming from introspection rather than projection. As Malvi says, the contoured representation of desire in conventional cinema must be attacked not to intellectualize art to the point of taking away the pleasure, but to conceive a new language of desire which transcends oppressive forms. The challenge is to reframe the assumption that gender neutralizes oppression. Gender can and do reinforce rigid ideas. It is intention which neutralizes oppression. Sunday Letters. This is with reference to Gaza Women's Long Wait for Deliverance by Lalita Panikar. Countries can come forward to ameliorate the condition of women in Gaza. Global organizations, along with Donald Trump, should also play their role in providing succor to women in war-torn Gaza. This is in reference to calibrated approach to bettering India-China ties. The only way to match China's unpredictability is sharp intellect, strategy, and planning, suffused with cutting-edge diplomacy. Consider dual citizenship for Indians. Political parties should endorse dual citizenship. Dual citizenship will help Indians living abroad in retaining cultural nativity. But I think so. This is not a good idea. So thank you for listening. See you in the next one.